Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host and Bruce Campbell of the Crescendo Ken Levine. I'm a singer and vocal coach here on YouTube, and today we are looking at Red-Handed Denial and their latest release video on YouTube, Father Said. But before we do that, I'd just like to remind you all to please remember to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, so you don't miss out on any of the great stuff that we produce here every week on the channel. All right, so yeah, it's been a while since I have sat on this throne and recalled or reviewed or reacted to anything. So this is a real treat for me, and nothing pleases me more than to be able to feature one of this channel's beloved bands and beloved singers, Lauren Babic, who is the lead singer for Red-Handed Denial. So this is their latest effort. 3, 2, 1, go. It's really interesting juxtaposition between the almost pop vocal approach that she's employing when she's not screaming. Very, very cool. Not easy, of course, to sort of switch between those two different vocal styles and still maintain vocal integrity of your line and being able to have, proper breath support and all that sort of stuff. So very, very, very good. So sweet to be able to draw us in with that. I'm focusing in on the vocals. There's a lot going on here musically with all of the other musicians playing their guts out here. Really, really heavy line too. That whole guitar riff, I'm digging that. That's really cool, and I don't want to gloss over any of that. But I just really wanted to focus in on the vocals a little bit because that's really where. Okay, so as you can tell, I'm a little bit under the weather. The only thing that would actually pull me out of my bed this morning was this new release. So that I am giving my full attention to.
Pretending for your sake I was somebody else. Tormented for being myself. I came to terms with life in a personal hell. You tried to take what's mine. You need to control with your routine lies. Lost in a world of illusions, consumed by delusions alone, with nowhere to go. Now that I've grown up, I realize I'm now that both my eyes are open wide, I see behind.
There's a really interesting approach that Lauren's taken to some of these vocals as she goes up and moves through the passaggio. I don't think she's really actually spending too much time above the break into her head voice that much. Very, very much though, listening to this, I noticed that there's an overt sort of nasality that she's employing here. It really gives it that kind of almost Britney Spears-esque quality to it, which is interesting, I think, given the thematic content about father's control, I suppose, and perhaps maybe a bit of gaslighting that can happen when you are under the thumb of an oppressive personality. Anyway, that's what I'm sort of getting a little bit there, whether that was intentional or not. And maybe I'm just reading into it because, you know, that's what we do sometimes is we hear what we want to hear. I would be fascinated to know if that was part of the process for, crafting the soundscape for this particular song. Everything else is super heavy, and all of these musicians are incredibly tight. Drummer, bass player. I'm not hearing enough of the bass in my headphones, and that might just be a fault. And I've mentioned this before. Sometimes when you're playing stuff back through your equipment, you don't necessarily get things in the fidelity that you would prefer. But that being said, I will listen more closely to the second half of this song. Who's playing the keyboards? Would that be Lauren? Is that you? Who's doing that? Giving the band a break. They've been rocking really hard. Rocking? They've been shredding really hard for the past 3 minutes, and now they're just drenched in sweat. Now they just need a little bit of downtime before, I think, the final push through. This is what I'm anticipating. That wonderful sort of tension and release, that sort of interplay between how you craft a great song and weave a beautiful narrative, and then take you along sonically, is all present here. And I don't want to sound glib at all, because I respect the process and how much energy and effort it takes to put these things out there. Folks, do not carelessly denigrate artistic achievement. It's something that takes a lot of thought and sweat and time and energy and heart, and to put it out there. Okay, I've got more to say. I probably am going to edit some of that stuff down so I don't sound like a total knob.
My father's calling me, and I can't turn away. He wants a word with me, I won't get to speak. My father's calling me to tell me I should change. Says it's best for me, but I don't feel the same. My father's calling me.
Here we go.
She says it's best for me, but I don't feel the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. That was exciting. I didn't go in the direction that I was expecting, and I love that when your expectations get subverted and there's something new that is revealed as a result. That was really cool. I enjoyed that ending. I like where that went. So well done, Red Handed Denial. Great song, way to level up, and great. Everything's coming together. That just felt really incredibly satisfying. Lauren, your voice is like, as ever, it's, what do you call it? It's like a flamethrower with machete attachments. I don't know what else to describe it. It's a force of nature, and so wonderful and delightful to hear you be so expressive and use everything that your voice has to offer to create and sculpt an incredible vocal. Well done. Well done. Yeah, most enjoyable. Thank you very much. Hey, if you are a fan of Red Handed Denial or of Lauren Babic or of both, and you really want to show some support, hey, show them some love. Go to their website. I will be sure to leave a link to the original video. You can check them out, and yeah, leave a comment down below. Let them know that what you think of the video, what you think of what they're doing right now, and the direction that they're taking with this new music that they're creating right now. Many independent artists who don't have the ear of Big Daddy Warbucks Disney and their marketing department rely on a little help from our friends to get the word out. So I just would like to throw this out to you, my friends, dear viewers. It doesn't cost you anything to just share and get the word out about new independent music that is killing it out there, and stuff that you love. So yeah, share it if you love it. And now, I had read somewhere, maybe I had heard it, I don't know, through the grapevine, that Lauren is completely self-taught vocalist, one who has just learned from the school of hard knocks by imitating and trying over and over again to create her own unique vocal sound, but just by imitating some of the vocalists that she admired. And I think that is one way that you can go about this, though of course sometimes not everyone is a Lauren who's just going to be able to open their mouth and have genius fall out. Many of us are going to have to plot away and perhaps maybe avoid painting ourselves into vocal corners and needing a little bit of a helping hand along the way. Maybe if that's you and you're a vocalist who's looking to try and maximize your potential, and maybe you've run up against a challenge that you can't quite get around yourself, I strongly recommend you reach out to a vocal coach. There might be one living in your area. Learning one-on-one is the best way to do it. However, times being what there are, it's not always possible. You can certainly reach out to one of us out here in YouTube land. Don't have to work with me. Lots of great vocal coaches to choose from. But if you want to work with me or you want to check me out, I will be sure to leave those links down below in the description. You can get a hold of me at my Wizio page or at kenlevinevocalcoach.com. And I'll be happy to discuss some of the challenges that you might be running into and maybe ways of working around them. All right, so please remember to hit the subscribe button, notification bell, whatever, join this fabulous community, do the YouTube-y thingy. Yeah, always happy to see new folks join this channel and leave their 2 cents down below. Be sure to let me know your thoughts. What do you think of this Red Handed Denial? What do you think of Father Said, their latest video release? So that is it for me. Thank you so much for watching, and if you've made it to the end of this video, we will see you next time.